Right then, Capable Adventurer. Okay, this was 2 or 3 lanes out with Mark on his DRZ400. He's a really good rider, nice and easy to follow, picks good lines. It was quite slippery, I think, seem to recall on this one. But as you can see, he just keeps a really good pace, and someone that you can learn plenty from. This is a lane near Stouting. Mainly we went downhill on this one. I actually prefer it uphill. I like the climb uphill here. It's a really nice climb. But this day we were doing a loop just to check some of the lanes that Mark was on. This little bit tricky, a little bit of a grassy rut that was really slippery for some reason on this day. But again, Mark makes it look easy up the front there. And I was using Stegra just to follow the route and to make a GPX out of it for afterwards. It's always nice if you can go back afterwards and pick up your routes. And as you can see, this one here comes down to the edge of the road, and we're going to move on to the second lane now. This one started out again really greasy, sort of rutty 4x4 plus the line that I'm sitting in, the sort of motorcycle line. We came around this corner, and again really greasy. You can see Mark here having the odd little paddle. But again, keeps really nice momentum, never sort of stops, never goes too fast or too slow. And on this day, I think we get down here and it's got a fallen tree, I seem to remember, that we had to get the bikes under. So we came to a bit of a stop here, had a bit of a chat, took a few photos, and as we move down this one, you'll see we stop here, and yeah, you can hear me on the radio there, sort of bit of an exclamation as we saw the tree down. We had a bit of an assessment here, took a few photos for the TRF, and then decided, can we get under it or not? And Mark decided he was going to have a go. I think we had a bit of a look at it first, I seem to recall, and then just decided, right, let's go for it. Luckily, he was not too precious about his bike, although he didn't want his indicators knocked off because they're original. We gave it a bit of a pull, and luckily, as you can hear, we were quite pleased when we got through it. We actually managed to get them through there in about 5 or 10 minutes, I think it was. I think I was just about puffed out at that point, and then we had to go and get the XT through. It actually wasn't too bad, and I think the XT is actually quite low, so by the time we got the DRZ under it was quite easy with the XT. Mark had cleared off at this point, and I had to catch him up. And again, this lane, really nice lanes, lovely conditions, just not too slippery, but just enough to get it moving around. I think I was already on the Mitas XT Plus. I run them pretty low pressures, maybe 12, 14 PSI, something like that. So you get plenty of grip out of them. Can't remember what tyres Mark was on, but again, getting a little bit of slip. This lane here, never remember the name of it, but it's by the Hot Pocket, if anyone knows that pub. Great route, this one. Me and Andy sort of discovered this completely by accident one day. Bit of almost like a riverbed on the way down here. Very stony, very flinty, but really good fun. And there's a few little obstacles. I think I was checking the sat nav there again, make sure it's recording. And I think halfway down there there's a bit of a tree or a bit of a branch that was sort of stuck out. Yeah, there you go, look, Mark's around it now. A couple of those little bits that you really have to look out for. But mainly this one was because we'd come up a couple of weeks before and done a bit of tree clearing with some of the lads. This little section just down here, you'll see, really bumpy and stony. and a few little branches and things hitting us in the face. And then this section Mark's about to go through now was completely overgrown a few weeks back. A few of us just did a few little runs backwards and forwards, and I think you'll hear me on the radio in a minute say, yeah, talking about getting the lane cleared through there. Yep, I think I was trying to get the bike going there. For some reason it bogged down completely.
Excellent.
I don't know what I'm waffling about there on the bike. And again, this little section through here, another really, really nice lane. Quite long, this one for us. Another branch down here.
Aaron, you need your chainsaw?
Yeah, I was letting Aaron needs to bring the chainsaw down. Not that we'd ever use a chainsaw, obviously. This lane, bit of a mixture. You've got that first little run, which is sort of a riverbed, and then there's this sort of long single track that feels like it goes on forever. Really, really nice lane. And then it goes out the other end of this is it's a bit like a sort of tree-lined tunnel, which luckily a few of the lads had been and cleared the week before.
Thank you, young man.
It's a young man there. I think he was pheasant beating or something. There's a lot of pheasants out of this one. Oh, and that was Mark absolutely covering me in mud there. I'll never learn. I think it's one of those where you just follow someone. I tend to follow too close, and then all of a sudden I'm getting covered in mud again.
Oh yes.
Really, really enjoyable lane, this one. I think again I actually prefer it the other way. I prefer to climb up the hill, but it's a really good lane to practice your single track. And there's a few sections I think we're about to come up to. Yeah, just here, sort of off camber, little slippery, really easy to get caught out on that one. I know I've done it many, many times and almost got myself caught out there. Mark again made it look like absolutely nothing, but he's a better rider than I am, so I think this is the end of this one. Yep. And then we're just going to go on. We actually did about 6 or 7 lanes this day, but I'm only going to show these 3 because the video is already getting up towards sort of 10 minutes. This lane, another really nice little lane. Can't remember what it's called. Little sort of single track. Some of you might recognise this little section. It was a short that we took about folding mirrors. Again, invaluable out on here. These mirrors have been great. I think they were 20 quid off Amazon, something like that. Just, you can't go wrong with them. You know, even if you break them, which they haven't, to be fair. They've been really good. But for the sake of 20 quid, just buy another set and be done with it. Mark, again, getting through a really nice pace. Not hanging around, but not going too quick.
Pheasant.
It's me talking about pheasants again. I think it must have been pheasant season or something, because we saw them everywhere this day. Coming towards the end of this lane now. And again, I might do a part 2 of this one, because there's probably at least another 10-20 minutes worth. But for now, I think these 3 lanes have been a good little bunch to stick together. And again, watching Mark go through these, really good sort of tuition if you want to learn how to ride a trail or a green lane. Thanks for watching, everyone. Capeladventurer, all done.